Welcome to Marija Business Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. In today's episode, we got Marija Polikate. Marija is the Amazon Services money payment gateway and Shopify manager at Microapps. Microapps is an engineering company with a worldwide distributed team across more than 5 countries. And they help large companies to succeed in their e-commerce journey by applying a scientific approach. Welcome, Marija.
Sure, thank you so much for the introduction. Yes, so as you told the audience, my name is Marija. I'm from Lithuania and went to study in UK, in Scotland, in Aberdeen specifically, which is a bit north and cold, but it's okay. So I did there my course in economics and international relations. But then I decided to focus more on the business part because I liked it more than politics. So I just changed my degree to economics and focused more on finance, accounting, and so on. So I finished University of Aberdeen, which is one of the prestige universities in UK, one of the oldest ones. It was a very nice experience. I did like all the people, worked part-time, did my different internships. I worked in the Embassy of Lithuania. I did a course in Denmark for entrepreneurship. Well, I was very active, to be honest. I never had like free summer as like students have in America most of the time. So I did all of that, and I decided after studies that I want to do masters and to focus more on marketing and to actually get deeper into branding part and marketing and advertising and more related to web creation and
Okay. So already focused as well a bit on e-commerce, right?
Exactly. I entered into one of the toughest programs in Europe in Lund University. I'm oriented completely for business development and management and so on. It was like 2-year master put in one. It was super tough. Actually, there I was one of the youngest. There were people working, 8 years in Coca-Cola. Like things like that, and I'm here like straight after my bachelor degree, like, hi, I would like to be here too. So it was really tough, but I was super impressed by the program and by the people, and actually drive me really achieve more. It was like, okay, I'm one of the youngest, but it doesn't mean that I'm stupid. I can be like with these people and do the same things as they are. So it was really, really nice. And actually I got a job afterwards directly. I had like just 1 week off because I wanted, because I said like, come on, I just need it. Just 1 week, please give me 1 week. So, and I worked with the company called Miltenyi Biotec, which is again, one of the multinational companies specifically related to biotechnology. But I was doing part of marketing and really expanding the business in Europe, in Nordic countries, and in Luxembourg, Belgium, from that region. So it was challenging position because you have to work with science people who have like, and I'm here again straight after uni, straight after masters, and it was so weird because these people, like, of course they have totally different background, but they were listening to you. It's like amazing. So yeah, I was always working with people who are like step above me, and that's like makes you work even harder and achieve harder things. So I was very glad, to be honest, to have all these opportunities. I never had to be unemployed, let's say so, or things like that. I never faced even things like what people are facing, like a lot of young people.
Oh, sure.
I was very fortunate to have all of this. And of course, I have to be thankful for my parents who let me have all these opportunities for myself, you know, and for luck or whatever you want. So yeah, and
sorry to interrupt your video. I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate you having you here right now, listening to this podcast. And I wanted to let you know that we can help you to scale your Amazon business through listing optimization, listing translation, and listing localization. If you have any questions, just contact us, marginbusiness.com. Thank you. One more thing. If you like our content, please hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Thank you. And now I will let you watch the video.
To be honest, how I ended up in Spain and Microapps, that's the big question.
There was a big jump now. There was a big jump now somewhere, you know. What happened in between? I mean, England and then directly to Spain. Well, how did you get there?
No, England, then to Lund, to Sweden, which was my master's.
Okay.
Working there, yeah, did my master's, worked there. I was happy. I was working in multinational company with super great people, achieved a lot, hand in hand to one of the best really scientists in that position. But I was missing maybe part of again of being, of challenging myself, you know. It was, for me, it was not a big challenge anymore to move to another country. I was like, okay, I did first move from my parents' house. I did second move. It was like easy. So the third one is gonna be even easier. And yeah, so I decided that after masters, all my friends were gone. I was alone. The country is great, but maybe I wanted a bit different mentality people, or different culture. And actually, since 15 years old, I was always wanted to live somewhere in south. Actually, I even looked for unis for my bachelor degree in Spain, but my Spanish was like awful at that point. I was learning by myself. So, and when I was like in Sweden, all are gone, all people are gone. I thought like, okay, when I can do this, if not now. I have 24 years old.
Sure.
And I'm like, okay, if that was my really dream to go and explore south of Europe, why not? Why not to try? And I don't know how, but I think I saw on LinkedIn one of the posts of Microapps of Alex, and I contacted him. I just felt that it was right. I thought that he will respond or anything like that. And when I got his response, I was like, Microapps, what? When? And then I remembered, oh yeah, that's true, on LinkedIn. Okay, so we started talking, all seemed right. We scheduled a call, and he was like, okay, go ahead, when you can come. Do you have a boy?
That's amazing.
Do you have family there? Are something is limiting you? I'm like, no, but I have to finish the project at least. And basically, he really pushed me to come the sooner, the better. But of course, I was like, let me finish the project first, because I'm a very responsible person. I don't want to leave things unsettled. So yeah, and 2016, at the end of January, I landed in Malaga.
Okay, there was one very important thing which I wanted to mention as well, which is a big misconception most of the time from people. Most of the the big corporates, and there is a lot misconception by saying when they talk about younger people, like you mentioned, no, you're not stupid when you're young. You might have even the same level of education as an older person, but the only difference is, and you might even read the same books, have the same the same everything is the same, but there is one thing missing, and it's the experience, you know. And this is the only thing people are missing out, you know. Everything else is irrelevant, because even at 12, 13 years old have, you know, can have the same as an adult, but the only thing is missing is the experience, you know. So this is just what I wanted to say, and this is a misconception of many, you know. And yeah, it's I don't think it's a matter of age or in any way, because, you know, I can see it in your case. I had other guests which passed the financial program #1 in Spain at 18 years old. Shout outs to Jorge Jutner, for example, as well. Yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to put this in quickly. Then you moved to Spain, right? When was that? Just about a year, 2 years ago?
No, in 2016.
Oh, okay. Wow, it's a long time.
January, yes.
Okay.
5 years and a half, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I decided to take this challenge. Challenge, to be honest. I was myself wanting this. Just never thought that it's going to be possible, but I made it possible.
Sure.
So that's another thing for young people. Don't think that nothing is possible. It is possible.
Exactly. Everything is possible.
And you take small steps to get there. Yeah. Short, it can pass short time or long time, but it will come. This is exactly
the reason why I'm doing as well these podcasts, in order to younger or even others which don't have the courage or to do things, can see what others have done, and that they can do it as well, because we are all human beings. We all can do it, you know. It's just a matter of how bad do you want it, you know. That's the main thing. Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah.
So basically I came to Malaga and started working straight away and incorporated in this amazing team of international people from all over the world. I had colleagues from Kazakhstan, from Serbia, from Austria, from Russia, from Brazil. It was just mind-blowing. I never experienced, you know, work conditions, such international work conditions in one place, and all bring their own, you know, culture, bring their own knowledge, their own experience, and it forms such a great team. So I was super glad to form that part in Microapps. I was actually learning along the way, because it was my let's say the first technological company dedicated in online marketplaces. So it was really challenging, of course, but at the same time rewarding.
Yes.
Started exactly. So in Microapps we have like different projects. And I started with one project, which is Shopify. We created a couple of applications and customizations, actually a lot, for Shopify. We were rewarded as an experts, official experts firm, and we worked with that. So I was responsible for marketing part of the business, for designing, design management, and so on and so forth. And so it was really great experience. And then the good part of the businesses like this, like Microapps, which is like not too big and not too small, is that you are recognized. You are not just one, you know, number. You are 55th or 216. You know, you are known by your name, and you are known by your work. You know, what you did, what you achieved, what you contributed to the company. So after doing Shopify, I was able to also to get into some other projects like Money, which is payment gateway of ours, the first Spanish payment gateway. I was doing support of European market. So I had like so different types of tasks and things to do, and to actually I have the possibility to fit myself where I think I belong, and at the same time to test if it's really there. And
yes, to find your way.
It's exactly, because in the big companies, sometimes happens that you're in the same position a long time and you feel like stuck. You feel stuck, you don't feel recognized, you think like you're like literally there and nothing happens. That's maybe and of course with the very small companies, there is another problem. There is nowhere to go, it's like
exactly
you're selling this product and that's it. That's nowhere else where you can go. So in Microapps we have this I would say like really premium thing that we can discover ourselves in different going into different projects. And then actually I ended up with our project of marketplaces, what I'm doing now. So
Amazon marketplaces, right?
Well, we do marketplaces, and the biggest one is Amazon. So yeah, so I actually in this 5.5 years, I went through almost all. Well, I touched all the projects of Microapps. I learned basics of all of them, and I found myself, by help of my boss, that I fit the best in this position, working with marketplaces and dedicating my efforts and my job, my work into this. Now I have my team. I formed my team of great people. We work great together, and we expand like every month. Things happen every day. It changes, and I really like it. It's like you never get bored.
Yeah, team is super important. A good team is super important, definitely. I mean, you can do so many things, it's with the right team and the right mindset as well of the team leader. There is so many things to do. Can you tell me a little bit more about Microapps? What are they doing? What is their main purpose? And why is Microapps, what makes Microapps different from others?
Sure. So Microapps, as I mentioned before, it's a company dedicated in technology business with a focus of online e-commerce. So we provide different tools, different projects which we have, which serves as a tools for the businesses to really start the business and to expand. So as I said, we have the projects as a Shopify, so we like literally give the applications and customizations for people to implement and to be able to create their store the way they like, and with the help of Shopify. Then we have Money, which is payment gateway, which is directly, if you don't have payment gateway, you don't sell. You just don't sell. You just have a website with nice photos of your product, but that's it. You cannot sell. So then we have Moonmail, which is email marketing tool, helping again to communicate with your clients, with your future clients, helping them to actually get all the news and your recent promotions or things which are coming. No, so it's a great tool again for all related to the e-commerce. Yeah. And then of course my part, which is marketplaces. So we help people to enter different marketplaces, to expand their business, to get selling, to get people know about your product, about your brand. Because to be a store in, let's say, in the same Malaga around the corner, it doesn't help you to be known around the entire Spain or
Yes.
Europe. It just helps you to be known in your zone, you know, like 10 kilometers from in one side and in another, and that's it, pretty much. So if you really want to expand and to be known and to get into digital world, you need to step in. And of course, you as a manufacturer or as a brand creator, you need to be prepared for things as we face now for COVID. Let's say, what happened? All the stores had to be closed. So how come you will sell if you don't have your store? So you need to be there present. You need to be online. You need to be reachable, and that's basically what we are offering.
Okay.
Anyone to come and to say, look, I don't know anything about this. I don't know. I don't have people who know about this, but we trust you, and we want you to help us to expand our business and get our step into online world.
Okay, I think it's a pretty unique system when I think about it, you know, because I mean I came across Gateways payment system, but all the services that you provide in one go together, it's unique, you know. It's something I can imagine, because I know Spain myself. The idea must have come from because here in Spain everything is very old school, you know, like the businesses, how they handle the business offline. Most of the businesses have still no website or a very not so good internet presence. So I can imagine, you know, there was a big need for that, and I think it's amazing to think about it this way and create out of it micro apps and help sellers who want to sell online or who have no clue how to sell online, to help them and make this happen, to go on Amazon or to go on the different marketplaces within the European Union, where there's so many, and everyone right now should really try to do this, because this is the new world, and you can protect yourself from things like COVID, because if you're only offline, then COVID got you or will get you. Or and if you don't do it and you're online already, you can really expand, and even in bad times or in times outside of the European Union, when there is problems or anything, it won't touch you, because it will touch you in some sense, but not like completely shut you down. So I think it's an amazing approach, and yeah, it's let's see what the future bring for that. And do you have a plan? Like, I mean, do you know where Microapps want to go within the next 5 or 10 years? What are the goals, or if you're able to talk about it?
Well, the goals, of course, are to expand in each of the projects which we are doing. Money itself is already there in Europe, and of course, the plan for them is to be present in America first of all, and then of course reach, if it's possible, entire world. That's like literally, there's no limit. You know, there's no limit.
Yes.
There's just steps forward, and that's it. Moonmail, the same, of course, improving the tool, making sure that it can be done even easier, you know, taking my phone and saying, okay, this is my customer data, I'm pressing it, this is my campaign, bam, 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 done. If I want to go 1 month for vacation, I can do it with 3 steps, and that's it. So that's, of course, that's always the goal, to get our customers tools which would really help and which would really expand the possibilities and give them time. What we don't have in 21st century is time. People are lacking time. They want solutions which help them to solve things like in easiest, fastest way possible, and give them time to do whatever they want. So that's what really is aiming, Microapps with all its tools. The same with marketplaces. Yes, our biggest marketplace is Amazon, and it's known. It is the biggest marketplace. But of course, Micros doesn't want to be just present there with this. We want to make sure that all the marketplaces have that possibility. And actually, I don't know if that's the tendency, but I think that this in Spain, lots of brand, like not lots of stores open their own marketplaces, like Carrefour.
Yes,
they open their own marketplace, which is amazing, and we want to help.
It is.
To be present. We don't want a monopoly in the world. And Microapps is not paid by Amazon any more, than in this. So we really want to contribute with all the new marketplaces which are forming, and to help people to be present in all of them. So we are totally hands up, and we are moving as fast as we can, with all the tendencies, with all the new things
which is a lot, which is challenging.
Which is a lot, exactly, which is a lot. So you're saying, there's no limit. It's like 10, 15 years. I'm not sure if we will reach this all, but that's our goal, and we are going for that. With all our projects, with all the things which we are having, we are going. And we will, of course, do whatever is possible, and we will expand our team, we will work together, and we will keep being such an international team as we are, because that's what's really helps, to have like this different mindsets, forming the teams which really have then different perspectives to give to the project. So that's amazing.
Okay, that's I think this is a very clear view for the next few years. And as we all know, e-commerce is still a little baby. We're going into the it's little by little into the kind of a maturity phase, but I think we're still at very at the beginning of everything, and we're gonna see a big growth, and companies like yours will definitely be helping a lot other sellers, and even people from offline who wants to come into the business will help them. And as well internationally. This is obviously very important to keep this all internationally. And one last question I have for you. What is your message to the youth, for example? Because you kept saying when you graduated, you went into companies, and you just tried it out and gave your best and just kept on going, So what's your message to everyone? Because nowadays it's like it don't work, it's not like that, and I have learned this, but there is so many different aspects when somebody is graduated. And actually what I think personally, I like the view of fresh graduates, because it's a fresh mind, and it's a mind which came straight from school, and learned directly, so without any influence of anything else. I love to hear the opinion of them about company, about business, about anything. That's why what would be your message to them?
So my message is, as I said before, if you have some kind of a goal, you need to go for it, and to really do steps to leading you to reach that goal. Like maybe you, as I have 15 years old, and I wanted to go in Spain to study, and it was not possible because I had no Spanish knowledge. I had no maybe resources, or maybe even the school was not fitting to my needs at that point, you know. So you just take other steps, just go out of your comfort zone, present yourself there to the world, and do whatever it takes you to reach every single step, every single goal which you are setting. And if you need to get, look, like me, like through different countries to actually then at the end up where you wanted, like 10 years ago, that's fine. That's totally fine. But you cannot just be settled with what you have. That's the thing. And you should do it when you are young, when you are that's when you are actually less linked with anything. That's the time of exploring. That's the time of searching yourself, searching where you can fit in. And that's totally fine to be sometimes lost, you know, in all of this, because it's tough, it's a lot, it's insane. And never give up when someone is telling you, oh no, you don't have experience, oh no, you just started, you know, you just straight from uni, so you need to prove yourself. Yes, of course, but if you don't give me this opportunity, I cannot. But there were always these type of people who don't want to open these opportunities to the recent graduates, but it doesn't mean that there's no others who are actually really appreciating people, as you said, straight out of university with clear mindset, with who are not influenced. So just say yes, of course, thank you, and go for another one. And I'm sure you're gonna find something what will fit you even better. And then after 5 years, you will be able to say to that company, no, thank you, but this time I don't want to go with you.
Exactly. I think that's really good, because you know, you need to keep going, trying. It's you know, it took, when you listen to the other podcast what I had as well, he applied I think 60 times, and it was in a space of 4 or 5 years until he had his dream job, you know, and then he realized he didn't like his dream job.
You see, sometimes it feels right until you come and you start doing it.
Exactly.
So, and maybe sometimes the job is not only factor, you know, like Sweden, for me, it looked like a magic country. Like, it's amazing, you know, it's one of the strongest countries in Europe, to be honest. And all looked great, but then there's some other problems, you know, not job, like cultural differences, like things like that. I'm a very communicative person, and I want to, let's say, during the lunch break, to talk with my colleague. They are a bit different people. They are coming to work just to work, and they don't want to talk with you. Or it's very hard to get into their group of people, you know, to get out or something like that. If you get them to actually go with you for a coffee, you have to schedule like month prior. It's totally different. And yeah, even if I'm from north of Europe, you know, from Lithuania, which is like literally crossing the sea, but we have completely different mentality than Scandinavian people. And well, it just happens. Sometimes you need to really, the best job sometimes is not, it doesn't give you the best life, you know. So there's always, well, one of my history teachers, he told me the goal in life is to find the balance between
exactly,
job and your personal life. And if you find this balance, if you find this middle ground, then you're a happy person. So that's maybe another you know, kind of tip, to always look for what is best for you in all the aspects.
Great. Thank you so much. We stop this now, and I think we got everything covered. It was amazing, and let's maybe we can continue this talk one day in another podcast.
Thank you.